All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The day after. Well, for me, it's not even the day after. It's actually the same day. It was earlier on when we got the absolute battering, but it's not something that I didn't expect, actually. I kind of saw this coming. We obviously weren't the greatest the first two games, and fair enough. It is the preseason, but even for preseason standards, we weren't up to the mark. It was very, very obvious to see. Ganswood, I'm in Australia. It was very, very obvious to see from the first couple of matches that we're definitely not getting, we're not improving match by match. Club America, Charlotte, if anything, we probably went backwards in the second match. So it wasn't as if I didn't see it coming. I kind of saw it coming that we were probably going to get walloped by a particular team who seems to have a lot more desire in this upcoming season. It's like they have something to prove. We are obviously coming from a very, very tumultuous period with sanctions, with ownership changes, and this transfer window. And we're going to talk heavily in regards to what Thomas Tuchel said post-match. Do you know what? Now that I've sort of calmed down, because obviously the match was crazy. There was plethora of mistakes. Even Thomas Tuchel said post-match, it wasn't really about the system. It's just the behaviorism of the players within that system that was wrong. There's a lot of players that don't want to be at Chelsea Football Club. It's simple as that. There's a lot of players that want to leave. They want to think about their future. And in essence, that kind of environment would not be a great place to be in, bottom line. That's why I need to kind of sympathize with Thomas Tuchel was saying post-match. I think he's crying out for help, and he's crying out for things to happen very, very rapidly. I liked how honest Thomas Tuchel was post-match, and I think that's what sort of calmed me down. As I've always said, none of these preseason matches, I'm too interested about the result. I'm more interested about how we're developing, how we're preparing. That's what I'm more interested about. The fact that our preparation seems to be so far behind, and once again, this is what Thomas Tuchel said. It's quite concerning. Ishan, my boy, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good, Miz. How are you?
Good, man. Good to see you, bro. Did you get to watch the match at all?
Oh, thankfully I was asleep. I did not get any message from you as well for the watch along, so I was thankful that you did not invite me, because I would have absolutely.
I knew it was too early. I knew it was too early for you. That's why I was like, nah, man. It's like what, 5 a.m. or something. I'm like, I don't think he's going to be waking up at 5 a.m. to watch this. That's why I was like, nah, let him relax, and then
thankfully I did not watch that match. What the hell was that, Miz?
Look, I was telling the live chat, it's not anything that I didn't expect. I could see this coming. I could really see this coming. But we're going to talk about all of that. Ishan, first of all, the Red Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. It will be Arsenal only trophy this season. Look, I don't care about banter. I really don't. I'm not in the mood for banter. Whether this is Arsenal's only trophy, who cares? The point is, they are far ahead in terms of their preparation for the new season as opposed to us. Ishan, let me give you a recap of the match. Let's just quickly talk about the match, because I really want to spend a lot of time talking about post-match, what Thomas Tuchel said, because it's very important what he said. And I kind of now, after calming down from that match, I was a little bit, even though I expected it, I was a bit shell shocked of how poor we were.
Yeah.
In regards to the match, Ishan, the first goal, Trevor Chalobah just gives the ball away carelessly, and then Arsenal gets the ball in a very attacking position and puts the ball through to Gabriel Jesus, who is unmarked. Obviously, we gave the ball away, and he goes and scores a really good goal. A player that I wanted for us. I'm pretty sure you wanted as well. Second goal, Martin Odegaard just snuck in between Jorginho and Gallagher. Like one of the other two players
Yeah.
really should have kept a track of Odegaard, but they didn't track his run. He gets into the box. Nice pass from Gabriel Martinelli, um, and then Odegaard scores a really good goal.
Yeah.
Third one, it was Saka that starts the problem from the right side. He takes on Alonso,
Yeah.
and then he beats Alonso. From there, our structure gets disrupted,
Yeah.
and everyone starts shifting because Alonso gets beaten.
Yeah.
And then they put the ball into Martinelli's foot. Martinelli takes a shot, comes off a rebound. Saka's there to finish off the rebound. Fourth goal, it was a cross from the right side. Ampadu actually in the DM position is saying to Aspie, the guy is unmarked. Like, there's no one there. You can see, if you see the replay, he's actually saying there is no one there. And for some reason, all of our defenders were pushed to that left side where Alonso is on that area. And they left the Arsenal player who really Aspie should be marking. Unmarked, free header, Lokonga scores. It was a difference between two teams, Ishan. One who has taken preseason very seriously, and another team that I think was a bit of a holiday mode. I mean, what's your assessment so far from whatever you have seen from Chelsea Football Club so far in the preseason? What is your assessment?
Yeah, miss. Look, it's quite disappointing from one aspect, which I was talking with my friends as well, that still I have not seen the attacking philosophy from our team. Do you know what I mean? Rest all aside. Rest all aside. The motivation will come up once probably the season starts. We can hope and expect that the motivation comes up. We can hope that the momentum starts shifting. The individual qualities in the players might come back. The holiday mood that they are in at this point of time might not be probably once the season starts. But then what I'm concerned of is probably the attacking philosophy that we saw last season, which was not quite up to the mark, Maze. And we've been there in most of the watch along, and we've said that. Listen,
Well, it seems like we can't even defend anymore as well, not just the attack.
In terms of defending, I think so. It might take us some time, to settle down with the new signing called Koulibaly and probably the other guys as well, just to settle down. Chaloba again looks a little bit immature, looking at his decision making down the line. But then I hope he gets better, because we will have to rely on him heavily this season, knowing the fact that we're not signing probably Kimpembe, or I don't know, even the Kunde deal is hanging on a cliff now. But the thing here is, the defense might take some time to settle, and I don't think so. I should be worried about the defense, because it might come, quite well out once the
It
season
may
starts.
click. Soon it should click. That's what you're trying to
It
say.
should click once. Yeah, once Koulibaly starts playing more often, once Thiago Silva and Chalobah, or probably any other signing that we make, once they get going, the momentum starts flowing, then probably we should be good. But in terms of attacking philosophy, the way we're strategizing towards the opponent's goal, probably I'm not satisfied. And I ask this, if now, Miss, it's been I don't know, the second preseason with Thomas Tuchel, full preseason, and we're heading towards the second full season with Thomas Tuchel. And again, if we still ask the same question, that I really don't know, Miss, how we're gonna score goals in the next match. Then probably there's a question mark there. But then regardless, I hope we make few more signings. As Thomas Tuchel wants new signings as well. But then yes, Miss, assessing the preseason at this point of time, it's not looking good at all.
No, 100% agreed. President Jafar, thank you so much for the super chat. Chelsea look like a mid-table team right now. I don't even think it's mid-table. I think it's a bit lower than mid-table. Ninja Film Reviews means you're a prophet. I'm not sure about being a prophet. TT, backing up all your comments. This is exactly what we're going to talk about now. The post-match. Some of you guys didn't like how I was talking during the match. You thought it was a bit of an overreaction. You thought it was a bit of a, you know, you didn't like it. But there was a lot of stuff that I was saying which Thomas Tuchel touched on, which Thomas Tuchel at the end touched on. It's at the end of the day, I'm not fabricating anything. I'm simply stating out what I see and how I feel, and a lot of it seems to be true. The Red Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. Our build up has been far too slow all last season and looks like no real improvement. We need two fast playing CM and two more high class attackers. We definitely need two more high class attackers, no doubt about that. In terms of more fast playing build up, I think the build-up, I'm confident that will come back. As Ishan has said, I'm confident that it will click soon. I'm more concerned about in attack and some of the players that, I suppose the outside issues. There are a lot of players in our team that don't want to be at Chelsea Football Club. And I think it's creating a bad environment. And those players need to go.
Yeah.
Defensively, look, I think one thing I can definitely say about Thomas Tuchel, he'll get it right defensively. Sooner or later, he'll get it right defensively. You can't go wrong with players like Koulibaly coming in. Obviously, Thiago Silva is a very good player. Reece James, Chilwell, they'll all click. So I'm not worried about the build-up. I think build-up and in midfield, we seem to be... What we lack is when we're in the opposition half. It's what we do in the opposition half. We tend to play a lot of sideways football. We don't seem to play penetrating. Now, if that's what you mean by two more CMs that are a little bit more progressive, perhaps you're right. Perhaps there is a need for another midfielder who is a lot more courageous. So we'll talk about all of this. We will talk about all of this. First up, let's talk about the press conference. Okay? I'm going to try and bring this up. We'll start from this particular comment, Ishan. It goes something like this. We have a lot of players who are thinking of leaving and looking at options. I think that's obvious. We had an urgent appeal for quality players. We got two quality players, but we are not competitive like this. And you could see that today. Let's talk about this first up, Ishan.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel stating we have quite a lot of players that are not wanting to be at Chelsea Football Club. They're thinking about their futures. They're thinking about leaving. And we need to bring in quality just to compete. Two players coming in, we are not competing anything. We are not in the level of even competing. Just because we brought in Sterling and Koulibaly, not enough. No, it's clear. Arsenal absolutely smoked us, right?
Yeah.
Ishan, I think this transfer window, I've been very frustrated, Ishan, and I'm pretty sure you've been frustrated. We are wasting a lot of time. Players like Ake wasted so much time. Eventually, it didn't even happen. Players like De Ligt wasted a lot of time. Eventually, okay, we did catch up with the Koulibaly, great. But you should be moving quicker. Now we wasted a lot of time with Rafinha. Now we are wasting a lot of time with Serge Gnabry. I don't know whether there was big interest, but fair enough. Now we are definitely wasting time with Koundé.
Dembele as well. We wasted a lot of time on
Dembele as well. I mean, Ishan, we need to focus on players leaving as well. We need to find a home for Hakim Ziyech. As much as I love Hakim Ziyech needs to go. He doesn't fit Chelsea Football Club. I don't know what's the go with Christian Pulisic. I don't think he's Chelsea quality either, but I think the American owners will keep him. If that's the case, use him. I don't think Callum Hudson-Odoi cuts out for Chelsea Football Club. Timo Werner is someone I think Thomas Tuchel doesn't like. I don't think Thomas Tuchel likes Timo Werner. Bottom line, what I'm trying to say, and also don't forget, Aspilicueta and Alonso, they have stated they want to leave. Ishan, it must not be healthy for Thomas Tuchel to have a team, a group of players that some are looking to leave, some
Yeah.
are not sure. It's not a good environment. I mean, you can imagine in your office or in my office, if you have colleagues that are constantly talking about leaving, it's not a tight unit, it's not a tight group. Thoughts on that?
No, 100% miss. I think so. I've been in that situation, just what you told about always being in such an environment where probably people are not liking it, and wanting to leave, and it really, it's not a peaceful environment, to be very honest. Even the ones who want to stay and probably provide some sort of support to the team would not be focused enough to do that. So it's not a good state of environment. But Miss Chelsea are currently are in a state where there are a lot of players who we want to let go. Probably just the few ones you named. Aspi definitely wants to leave. Alonso definitely is wanting to leave now. Ziyech is wanting to leave. These guys are straight away wanting to leave. Timo Werner probably is looking his way out, and Thomas Tuchel is not envying. Christian Pulisic is not liking the
Pulisic's
game time.
dad last season.
100%. That's exactly what I was saying. Pulisic is not happy with the game time that he's got last season, and probably he was looking for his options, but it's not concrete. But then still, Callum Hudson-Odoi did not get the game time last season. He probably does not fit into the system, and since now we signed Sterling, it does not make much more sense keeping Hudson-Odoi into the group. We're playing with Batshuayi, which does not make any sort of sense. I don't know why he's still with us. We've got Barkley, we've got Malang Sarr. Malang Sarr was not even in the plans. I mean, I don't know how he survived one whole season last time. Kennedy, these guys we're just dragging these guys. You know what I mean? These guys are not even in the plans, but still we are dragging these guys into another season, right? And also Aspilicueta, he straight away wants to leave, but if, like Thomas Tuchel said, probably I think so. It was an article from day before yesterday that he says that he's not sure whether he wants to give Aspilicueta what he wants. That means he's probably forcing Aspilicueta to stay to Chelsea Football Club, and probably resisting the move to Barcelona, because the way the rivalry is going on between Chelsea and Barcelona and the transfer window.
I'm sure Aspi probably doesn't like that. I'm sure
Aspi does not like that, and Miz, he's done everything for the club. He's won everything for the club. His aspirations for the club is done. It's finished. And probably in terms of the output level as well, you've always said it, Miz, we cannot rely on Aspi to start games anymore. The level has gone high. The intensity has gone higher, more than the capabilities of Aspilicueta. Probably a few 30, 40 minutes here and there, it's fine. But then the level has raised. We can't go from the output, the impact of Reece James to an Aspilicueta now. There's a huge difference there. The level drops down massively. We can't do that. So in terms of our requirement as well, Aspilicueta probably does not match. And probably Aspilicueta's leaving Chelsea this time would have been the best decision. But we're keeping him, we're caging him. That wouldn't be the right decision. Now, Miss, one of the reasons why we're doing it is because we're not signing good players enough. We're not looking into our academy to have a good backups. Probably we do not need a world-class marquee right wing back signing, because we know that Reece James is going to play that part, but we don't have a backup either, right? Since we don't have a backup either for a right wing back position, that's why we're tending to cage Aspilicueta into another season. If we had good signings, probably few backup signings as well for Reece James, for Ben Chilwell, Aspilicueta and Marcus Alonso would have been bygone now.
They're gone,
already. No signings. We're still dependent on these guys to be the substitute rotational guys, and that's why they are still here. And we can't sell them until and unless we get a backup. As simple as that. And I really don't know why we're not looking into the academy. Since we're not getting good signings.
This is why, Ishan, I didn't want Harvey Vale and Billy Gilmore to leave. I wanted Thomas Tuchel to make a decision to keep Barkley and keep Kennedy at home. No need to take them to a preseason tour. Give Billy Gilmore and Harvey Vale. I'm not saying they're going to make it to the Premier League squad. I'm not, but at least maybe they could have given something of a different flavor to Thomas Tuchel. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, 100%, Miz. And you know what? lost a lot of opportunities in terms of signings as well, miss. Do you know what I mean? Like an Ivan Perisic. Why couldn't we have, shut the shop with this Dembele BS, and why not go with a bidding war for Ivan
But I
Perisic?
have to be honest, I don't think Thomas Tuchel has a very big pull. I have to be honest. I love
Yeah,
Thomas Tuchel. I don't think he has a good pull, man. Even Perisic could have waited for Thomas Tuchel
could
for
have
the
waited.
sanctions to
100%.
finish. But
100%.
he got the phone call from the big man, Antonio Conte. Come on, let's sign
Done.
up.
That's it.
Sign
Exactly.
up.
100%, miss. And then this is just one of the very few examples, miss. We could have not wasted our time on Dembele and Rafinha BS, and probably we could have gone after this Perisic, and few other signings as well. Look at the amount of signings Spurs has done, miss, this season. It's been immense. They've been massive, and they've been right on the money from day one. It,
Yep.
Forget about day one. Even before the transfer window started, they were, they
On
had
the money.
personal
On the
they
money.
had personal terms agreed and all of those stuff
Yep.
done beforehand. That's how you do the whole transfer market.
Bro,
You
look how
do
they
the
did
transfer market.
Basuma. Basuma, boom.
Basuma was done and dusted
Perisic, boom.
immediately.
Richarlison, boom. The only one that took time is that DJ Spence. But
Yeah.
they eventually got him as well anyway.
Miss, you can't tell me we didn't wanted a guy like a Bissouma in our squad. We definitely would have loved Bissouma in our squad, knowing the fact that Kante, Jorginho are running out of the contracts in next season. We definitely would have loved a Bissouma. It would have been a
100%.
very very good signing. And now we're all
100%.
right. We know the fact that we've got Gallagher and Gilmore back, but then you can't tell me that Bissouma. I mean, Gilmore is better than Bissouma. Absolutely not. That
No.
could have been an absolute beauty of a signing. Similarly goes with Ivan Perisic. Instead of wasting time in with regards to Dembele and Rafinha, we definitely would have gone to a bidding war with Ivan
Ishan,
Perisic.
why
That
didn't
would
we
have
go
been
for
interesting.
Gabriel Jesus? We needed
Gabriel Jesus as well.
we got rid of Lukaku. Why didn't we get Gabriel Jesus?
Hundred
Everyone
percent.
wanted Gabriel Jesus.
And yeah, Gabriel Jesus as well. And if you're confident of signing someone like who were we going after? Rafinha or a Dembele at that point of time, leaving Gabriel Jesus aside. Why not give 100% and get the deal done? Miss, another thing which I dislike at this transfer season is we wasted so much time behind Nathan Ake. But if you're so much keen on that, why not just get the deal done? I mean, you're wasting so much time, you're giving us so much BS, and almost a done deal, almost a here we go, and this and that BS, and then no, Nathan Ake's contract being extended. What is this? If you're focused on one player to sign, you know that this guy should bring some quality, then just freaking go for it and just sign the thing. Let him sign the thing, get things done. That's it. You've
Yeah.
wasted so much time and we're here left with nothing. Smalang Sara's playing in the preseason. I mean,
Same with
make it make
Kunde.
sense.
Ishan, Kunde was knocking on our door. Chelsea, I'm ready. And we didn't pay any attention to him. And now all of a sudden we pay attention. And guess what? Barcelona's after Kunde now. And
And apparently, out of
Barcelona,
nowhere, Kunde wants to join Barcelona now. Out of nowhere.
yeah.
I mean, this is atrocious. We could have easily signed Kunde last season. We could have easily signed Kunde last season.
Let's now look at the next comment from Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel on goal scoring. Hopefully we see improvement, but at the moment we have the same players. This is, do you know what? Do you know what, Ishan? This comment here, I think he's having a direct dig at his current players. And I think he's trying to give a message to Todd Bowley as well that, Todd, I need you to help me out. Look, I want Thomas Tuchel to get all the ingredients. I really do. I want Thomas Tuchel to get all the players that he needs because I want him to do well at Chelsea Football Club. Right now, Ishan, it clearly seems like he is not happy with the unit of players he has.
100%.
One, because of the players that they want to leave, and two, he doesn't believe that they have the quality for him to carry out his strategy, what you were talking about. What is our attacking strategy? We don't seem to have an attacking philosophy. We don't know what we're doing up front. The fact that he's just said this, the fact that Ishan, he has just said, hopefully we see improvement, but at the moment we have the same players as last season. This is what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Basically, Ishan, what he's saying is, don't expect improvement. It's the same people from last year. I can't work miracles. They don't know what to do. They are not good enough. They don't know what I want them to do. I need them to go 1v1 attack. I need them to do what Sterling does. They are more interested to pass it backwards. Ishan, how many times did we do watch alongs last season? So many watch alongs. And we're like, man, take the guy on, take him on. And they just
Yeah.
pass it backwards or sideways or backwards. Players making a run. No one's trying to find that pass. They just pass it sideways. I guess this can't be Thomas Tuchel's fault. I don't know. I don't know whether you train this. I mean, I'm lost for words. Do you actually train this, or do you tell the players to be a lot more brave, or they just don't have it in their locker, Ishan? What is it?
Yeah. I mean, before I answer this question, first of all, guys, 6:30 plus of you guys live in the chat. Please smash the like button. You guys have been amazing in the live chat, and do not forget to smash the likes. If you don't smash the likes, it's already a hurtful day, with last 4-0 to Arsenal. Don't make it worse, guys. Please smash the likes. It motivates us and helps the channel. Yeah, coming back to the question, Miz. I think so. It's a straight message, and very rightly said by you, that Thomas Tuchel is saying, like, listen, this is the same set of players we had from last season. If you're expecting something new, something out of the box, it's not possible, because these are the players that was trained by me last season, and these are the same players that will be trained by me this season the same way. But if they don't have the qualities that probably I want to build in them, it's not going to happen. As simple as that. Majority of the players are not Thomas Tuchel signing. Majority of the players probably possess the quality which probably Thomas Tuchel cannot work upon. As simple as that. Do you know what I mean? The formation that we're forced to play with Thomas Tuchel with the back three, I don't think so. This is the formation probably he would have wanted to play in the first place. But coming up into this team, he saw that probably this formation, one thing it clicked in the first season when we won the Champions League with Thomas Tuchel. He said that, all right, it's clicked instantly, and it has worked very effectively, defensive-wise as well. But then, if you look at it, in terms of the longevity of this whole formation and the players, the quality that they possess, it's not working out well. It's not working out well in terms of longevity. If you'd say yes, that season when we won Champions League with the same formation, same philosophy, yes, it probably clicked that season. But can you say that we can win a Premier League with this squad? Probably not, because it's
Premier League with this squad.
no, 100%. It's a tough ask, Miz. I mean,
Top four will be tough with this squad, bro. Like,
100%.
kudos to Thomas Tuchel, what he did last season.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even top four is going to be a task this season, especially when our rivals are strengthening a lot and we are not, coping up with the signings. But there's a simple message from Thomas Tuchel with this: that listen, the majority of the players that we have at this point of time are not my players, are not the quality that I would like in the players that I have. Couple of signings, couple of quality players, yes, but that's not even good enough to keep with the competition. Forget about winning things. That's not even good enough to keep with the competition. And he's right. We've seen that last season. Things were not working. When things fall down, probably it's a bad patch and we come out of it. But last season we saw it, Miz, when it was a downfall, or in the winters after the month of November, probably by the end of November, we were at first. After that, things just derailed. We probably won few games here and there, but we were never confident on the way we were playing. Do you know what I mean? We were never confident on the attacking philosophy that we had. We were never confident on the finishing and taking up chances and the creativity that we had. Every game that we played, Miz, we had just one question in our mind: how would we score the first goal? How we score the next goal?
It was boring, Ishan, man. It was so boring. Last season was...
Again, my question to you
fun.
is, we've seen 3 games. Has anything changed?
Nothing. And this is the thing. This is meant to be pre-season, Ishan. It's meant to show us some development. Nothing has changed. Nothing. And this is what scares me. I mean, Ishan, Thomas Tuchel talks about that. Look, it's the same players. How can you expect improvement? It's the same players. I want to ask the live chat. Nearly 700 of you guys are live. Ishan, who can we get? Who's there up front to get? I mean, I wanted Ronaldo. I wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. But what's Cristiano Ronaldo going to do in this team when you don't have any creators for him? Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to run around 24/7 everywhere. He's the guy who will score goals, but you need to deliver the ball to him. Who's going to deliver the ball? Sterling is a player, yes, but we need another guy. I mean, I don't even know whether the Ronaldo situation is going to happen anymore. He's probably not the right player in terms
Yeah,
of how Thomas Tuchel wants to play. I mean, who out there is there at the moment for Thomas Tuchel? He's going to have to probably rely on Havertz and Armando Broja. Like Timo Werner is
yeah,
probably leaving. Lukaku's already
yeah,
gone.
yeah,
I don't think Havertz is a striker, Ishan.
100%. Yeah, I have the same sort of point of view regarding Kai Havertz, man. I know he's probably the player we look at him as false nine, but if you ask me, Miz, is he the player playing in false nine that would lead us to a Premier League title challenge? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. We need whenever we've won a Premier League, means we've had a proper striker. The last time we won the Premier League, we had Diego Costa up front. He was a proper number nine, and he was a regular starter. He was a regular number nine for us, and he's been the goal scorer for us, spearheaded alongside. There was Eden Hazard and Willian and Pedro at that time. Uh, but you'd see, Miss, whenever we won a Premier League, there was either Drogba, there was either Diego Costa. These kind of strikers win you the Premier League. There are, or do you have a team with such a strength like a Man City, and alien like a team, where the whole team is so much powerful that you might not even need a number nine, but they also have a number nine, probably one of the best in the world now, with the likes of Erling Haaland. But we don't have any options right now, Miss, and that's what the problem here is, Miss. We're out of options, isn't it? And the other options that are left, probably Barcelona have eyes on them. I mean, this is absolutely atrocious.
Everything that we want, Barcelona has an eye on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Everything we look into, probably Barcelona have eyes on it. I mean, this is mad, man. I really don't know. We're out of options. I, I don't know. It's time to probably look into the academy and bring up players. As simple as that. And if we're up to selling Armando Broja as well, I don't know where we're heading into, man. Is Kai Havertz the answer to your
Ishan, are we
striking
are
options?
we are we at a stage, Ishan, at the moment where might as well just give Armando Broja a shot? I mean, what else there
Yeah.
to lose? I mean, he's the guy he's the only striker in this squad. Are you at a position? But the issue is, Ishan, he's not even featured at all in this preseason because of his injury. And West Ham have now bought Skamaka, so Armando Broja's not leaving anywhere. Are you ready to give Armando Broja a proper shot to lead Chelsea's line at the age of 20?
Miss, look, I wouldn't mind him. I mean, first of all, it's not possible technically, because Kai Havertz is there knocking on the doors, and I don't expect Kai Havertz to play in the attacking tens, having so many options. You definitely gonna not gonna bench Sterling for majority of the seasons, right? So Sterling is definitely occupied one of the two attacking 10 places. That's for sure. That's locked in for him. If you're going with a front three and a back three formation, right? So Sterling's definitely locked that left-sided, number 10. The right side is probably open for Mason Mount. He's gonna start majority of the season. That means Kai Havertz might not get the opportunity to play in the attacking tens. That means his place is probably reserved and is being foreseen as the false nine player. Armando Broja has to come in and play that rotational player role, and if it works down, he's gonna have more game time. As simple as that. But if you're gonna expect Broja to come out there and play more game time, get more game time, and play more consistently, I don't think so. That's practically possible, is it? I mean, having
And expecting him to score goals. Like, we need goals. We don't score
yeah.
goals.
Yeah, 100%. I think so. He's got that quality to score goals, but then probably he might not be that polished at the moment. You know what I mean? He's had a decent start with Southampton last season, but it just subsided. Things just subsided and went just cool. Things cooled down at the end of the season. But then he's got that quality. I don't know how much it'll get nourished, but like you said, Miss, he's the only proper number nine. if we play him more often as a number nine, where are we planning with Kai Havertz in the next season? That's my question. Because uh, sacrifices, like as I always say,
Sacrifices, bro. Sacrifices. As someone commented, I saw that director of football. Man, we need a director of football. We cannot be running the show the way we are running right now. Thomas Tuchel is not a scout. Thomas Tuchel is not a director of football. I think Thomas Tuchel has said recently, I'm doing a lot of things that I don't generally do. Like he wants to go back to managing and coaching, and I think that's how it should be. We need to get that director of football ASAP to find players for us because right now we are struggling. Indefinite, thank you so much for the super chat. Diaby, Kone, Saint Maximin, Anthony, Rowing, Musa Dembele, striker. Do you know what? I haven't seen a lot of Diaby, but a lot of people have been talking about Diaby. Max Cornet is a good shout for that left side, whether it be a left wing or a left wing back. This is a player we should probably give a lot of concentration to, and he's got good output as well. Saint Maximin, look, he's very good to take on his player, but I always worry about his production up front. I mean, look, he's the kind of player Thomas Tuchel probably needs, that the guy who's going to take the game on to someone else. Anthony is another one, yes, from that left side, but is he going to find it difficult just like Ziyech? I'm not sure.
yeah,
Ishan Cornet, though, Maxwell Cornet for Burnley,
yeah,
that's a player. I mean, get rid of Alonso. Get rid of like Emerson if you need to. Get yourself Maxwell Cornet, man. He can play in the wings. Do you know what I mean? Like whether it's right side, left side, maybe even at the right side, he could play as an inverted sort of, right-sided winger who can cut in with his left. I mean, I think Cornet's only 17 million pounds as well. Like there's a release clause on him. So what do you think about Cornet, man?
yeah, man. Miss, there are options like Kone and all. I mean, and they're gonna be a good signing if you know we sign them as a substitute or a rotational player behind Ben Chilwell, and it would make total sense to me. In fact, Cucurella would have been the best signing in terms of that. But
Bro, West Ham, Philip Kostic.
yeah, Philip Kostic. I don't know I don't know if our
Bro, West Ham's going to be difficult to face.
yeah, well, all the teams are going to be difficult to face the way we're playing this. Even I don't know who are the Nottingham Forest and the I don't know who's got promoted.
Fulham, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, these guys are going to be difficult to face as well. I mean, I'm not confident at all at this point of time, but Miss, a bit of confidence from the guys in the pitch would have made us feel happy. But then the thing here is the core is a bit shaken. When I say the core, I mean in terms of the bench strength that we always speak. That is a bit shaken at the moment. We did not have any options. We did not probably want to sign any options in the left wing back. That's why we call back Emerson. Now since we have Emerson Miz, I don't think so. We're going for after any left wing back options. That's what I know. And probably if Marcos Alonso wants to leave, he can leave, or probably he can be as another sort of option, second
We
option.
still have Kennedy, Ishan. That's the thing.
We still have Kennedy. Oh my days. I've just heated up. Kennedy, Alonso, Emerson, and then Chilwell. I mean, you see the level of Chilwell that
There's a lot of depth. We have a lot of depth.
Oh my days. We've got Chilwell who's performing probably here, and the rest three options performing here. One does not know how to run, the other does not know how to shoot, the other does not know how to pass. What is happening? This is the options that we have in the left wing back. Still, we did not sign Mark Cucurella. Still, probably nobody's talking about Kone now, and we were probably not scouting regarding the left.
David Rome has gone to Leipzig. Philip Kostic is going to most probably West Ham. Cucurella is probably going to City. There's a lot of quality left-sided player that we are missing out on, which is quite crazy. Loamba, thank you so much for the super chat. Boys, welcome to Banter. Here I have one question. Is our project that exciting to players? Maybe that's why we struggle with getting some of our targets. Do you know what? This is a serious question. It really is. We are finding it very difficult to convince players to come to Chelsea Football Club. Now, whether the project is exciting, whether they actually like what they see. I mean, Koulibaly's first choice wasn't Chelsea either. Koulibaly wanted to go to Barcelona. At the end, he got convinced with what Thomas Tuchel called and Mendy and Jorginho. But from the first sight, Koulibaly wasn't thinking of Chelsea. Sterling was
Yeah.
more thinking about Chelsea because of personal situation.
Personally.
He wanted to come back to London. His mum is in London. He wants to stay. And there was only one club that really wanted to go for Sterling. Spurs, he didn't want to go. Arsenal, he didn't want to go. And we have Champions League football. Spurs have Champions League football, but I don't think he wanted to go there. Osman Dembele, he wanted to stay at Barcelona. Rafinha wanted to go to Barcelona. Kunde, a player that wanted to come to us, looks like wants to go to Barcelona. And who else? Who else do we have? Who else do we have that?
Everybody
Yeah.
we have wants to go to Barcelona. Miss, what are you talking about?
De Ligt wanted to go to Bayern Munich as well. I don't think he was keen to come to Chelsea.
From day one wanted to go to Bayern Munich. Aspilicueta, the ones we have in our team also wants to head out. Aspilicueta wants to head out to Barcelona. Marcus Alonso wants to head out. Ziyech wants to head out.
Ziyech wants to leave.
Pulisic wants to leave apparently.
Who's
Werner's
one player that wants to join Chelsea now? Who's one player that wants to join Chelsea? Cristiano Ronaldo is probably the only one who wanted to join Chelsea. But he won a Champions League football. He won a Champions League football.
The shocking part here is Koundé. He was the player who was drooling to come to Chelsea last season, and now everything is flipped around, and then out of nowhere he wants to go to Barcelona, knowing the fact that the whole financial situation and Barcelona.
This is a true one. This is a true one. Declan Rice actually wants to come to Chelsea Football Club. I mean, I have to, no, banter aside, Ishan, banter aside, you know how I feel about Declan Rice, but that's just me. But it's been well documented that Declan Rice is someone Thomas Tuchel wants. Ishan, tell me one thing. If Thomas Tuchel really wants this player and thinks that he's the one who will change our midfield and he's the one who will make us evolve into a team that he wants it to look like, why aren't we breaking the bank to get this guy? Why? He actually wants to come to Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, I think so. He's just one of the very few guys who wants to come to Chelsea Football Club. Apart from that, everybody. Apparently, we were scouting Tchouaméni as well. Once we're talking about DMs, Tchouaméni went to Real Madrid.
Went to Real Madrid. Yeah.
There are many players. There are many players like that. If you want to come, just are hovering around here and there and selecting somebody else. Or probably we scouted Gabriel Jesus as well, but that man went to Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Well, we were apparently offered. We were offered Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
But we then tried to hijack Richarlison, who we didn't get either.
And definitely Jesus is a better player than Richarlison. I mean, I don't know where we're thinking from. What? Are we thinking from our knees? I mean, they say na ghutne mein dimag hai kya in Hindi? I mean,
ghutne mein dimag hai.
I mean, I don't know. It does not make any sense, man. We're being offered Gabriel Jesus. No, we were in a battle with Richarlison.
No,
you know what I mean?
We're not going to take Jesus. We'll take Richarlison. Oh, wait, what? Richarlison's going to Spurs. Let's hijack. Oh, he doesn't want to come to us.
Okay. Gabriel Jesus, are you still available? No. He's gone to Arsenal. This is what's happening with us.
If you want Richarlison, go and get him.
Yeah.
Go and get him. It's just been a bit weird. We want to showcase to you this other comment from Thomas Tuchel post-match. I cannot guarantee that Chelsea will be ready for the new season. I saw today in Arsenal a level of mental commitment that we lack because we have a lot of players who are thinking about leaving and looking at their option. Okay, I want to focus on the first part because the second part we touched on. Ishan, Thomas Tuchel saying it doesn't look like we're going to be ready. We are so far behind Arsenal at the moment. We only have one more preseason game to go, Udinese. If I'm hoping our entire team can rise. Yeah. It's going to be difficult because a lot of the players, as Thomas Tuchel said, doesn't want to be at Chelsea Football Club. They want to leave. So it's very difficult to motivate them because they're thinking about their future elsewhere. Ishan, this is a serious problem, man. I know Everton is our first game. Everton's another team that's not doing well. But away from home, you best believe Frank Lampard, he knows his team is probably in a relegation battle. Everton has not done any business this season besides Tarkowski, and they lost Richarlison. So they're in a dangerous situation at the moment.
How did they sell Richarlison when that guy saved the rest from getting relegated last season? I mean, what's happening here?
They've got financial issues, bro. Their club is in big issues. They're in massive loss. They got to fix their books, or else they're going to get done financial fair play. But anyway, that's a separate story. But Ishan, I'm not confident. We lost against Everton last season at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel saying we may not be ready. Like the difference between Arsenal, who's Thomas Tuchel even said, Arsenal is not a Champions League team. They're a Europa League team that has a better mentality, better desire, a better preparation, much better preparation than what we have. And we are a Champions League team.
Yeah.
Is this just pre-season and then everything is going to click Everton game? Is that what we are expecting?
It's so funny though.
No, serious
The
question.
tone you-
Serious question.
the tone you ask so funny because you know the answer. What's the answer gonna be? But regardless, before speaking anything about that, near about 750 of you guys live. Just a reminder: smash the like button, guys. Don't go anywhere without smashing the like button, and also share this link to the guys, to the other boys and girls who want to watch this video. So yes, helps massively. Thank you, guys. Coming back to your question, Miss. It's not gonna click, miss. It's not gonna click. And we're talking about, listen, the bounce. We always talk about the bounce.
Yeah.
This has been a 4-0, a bounce. The bounce is not gonna be good enough. As simple as that. We're gonna probably the bounce is gonna be such that we're gonna defeat Udini's 1-0 or probably 2-1 with Jorginho taking both the penalties, or 1-0 just with one being just own goal. This is how
taking the piss.
this is how our bounce is going to be, miss. If we don't have everything running, this is a machine like thing. A team is, it has to be a machine performing together. Do you know what I mean? Look at and that's how we're gonna win Premier League, or else there's no chance. Look at the way Liverpool plays, look at the way Man City plays, and look at the way Arsenal started to play. Look at the way Eric Ten Hag is shaping Man United to play these days. It looks like they have a philosophy. It looks like they have the key to which they are gonna play. It does not need, for you to bring out ways and to bring out solutions to every problem. You have your own solution and be the master in it, and that's how you play. At this point of time, it does not feel like we have any, and that's why we struggle. That's why we struggle every single time. Every single game we go into, it seems like I don't know how my team is going to score next. And this is the problem, Forget about scoring. We're leaking goals now left, right, and center. Forget about scoring. Everything is disrupted. The whole team has to work like a machine, has to work hand in hand, or else there has to be a philosophy, or else nothing is going to work. If the team does not synchronize and work together like a machine, it's not going to work. There's never going to be consistency in the team. And when will that come? When right signings for Thomas Tuchel, when right attacking philosophy is being injected to the team, and everybody with one mindset is playing into the team, then only will come. At this point of time, more than half of the players in the team wants to leave the club, and this will never bring consistency. Miss, even if one player from those bunch of players who wants to head out stays in the next season, that'll be toxic for the whole season.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna get an output. You're never gonna get consistency. As simple as that.
Basically, what you're saying, Ishan, is that just as much we need players coming in, we have to focus in the next couple of weeks to get rid of some of players as well that don't want to be here. I think it's very important now. Thomas Tuchel, I think he's sent a message in this press conference. I need players gone just as much as players coming in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Indefinite, thank you so much for the super chat. We fumbled Konde, Klaus, CR7, 6, 8 is coming. We'll see, man. Given Kalidou, this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about, one positive, which was Kalidou Koulibaly. Koulibaly was actually very, very strong in that match. For the small amount of time that he played, he actually played really well, which gave me good heart that defensively we should look back to our normal ways soon. given Kalidou Koulibaly was ready only for 25 minutes today and who was available, we tried 4-4-2. I don't think it was a structural problem, but the behavior within the structure, we need to be more lively and aggressive. Look, I'm going to slowly wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. This is my final assessment. I want to talk about many things now, and I want to see what you guys have to say. In regards to the match, look, for me, it didn't make sense going back to a back four, because you don't just suddenly go to a back four. If you want to go to a back four, you should be trying from game one in Club America, in Charlotte. It's not a good enough reason because Kalidou Koulibaly wasn't ready, from my opinion, because you still have Thiago Silva. You could have selected Lewa Colwell. Lewa Colwell wasn't even part of the squad. You still have Ampadu, who you can use in the back three. You have Malang Sarr. You have Aspilicueta. So there was options to play back three. So that's, for me, it was odd. And it was even more odd that as soon as we got thumped 2-0 at halftime, we switched back to a back three. So it looks like you never believed in the back four anyway. It looks like you didn't really think about it. It was just, you thought, let's give it a shot. I need you to focus and think about planning, because you look at all the other teams, Man United, Spurs, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, they all have a plan this pre-season and they're hitting the plan. We are sort of just going along, just making it up as we go along. It's very, very dangerous to do that, because Premier League is starting very soon. Now, for your other things that I want to talk about, we need players gone. Thomas Tuchel, I sympathize with him in the press conference. He wants some of these players gone. We need to get rid of Timo Werner. Timo Werner was pathetic in that match. And I don't think having these kind of players is good for the environment. Hakim Ziyech needs to go. He wants to go. He has a conversation with AC Milan. Let him go. Let him go. Even if we can't find another player to come in, let's not keep a player that doesn't really want to be around here. Use Harvey Vale if you need to. Use Harvey Vale. Give him a new contract if you can't find a new player. Better to get rid of players, man. I'm telling you right now. Keeping Hakim Ziyech, you're going to keep an unhappy player. Timo Werner, same as well. Get rid of him. Ross Barkley, the likes, I don't know. I don't know what they bring to the squad. You need to figure out what you need to do. For me, Billy Gilmore would have been far better than having Barkley in this preseason. In regards to players bringing in, ASAP bring players in. If it's not Koundé, move to your next target, whoever you need to get as a defender. We need one more defender, no doubt about that. But make it happen quick. And even with that, I don't understand your philosophy. It's either you're going for Koundé, and if it's not Koundé, you're going for Kimpembe. It's two different players. Koundé is an RCB, and Kimpembe is an LCB. What do you want? Do you want an RCB? Do you want an LCB? It can't be, if I don't get Koundé, I'll get Kimpembe. Well, Kimpembe is not an RCB. What do you need? You need to focus on what you need. Do you need an RCB? Then get Koundé. And if you can't get Koundé, then find someone in the market that will fill that void. If you need a winger, and if it's Rafael Leao, then do a deal with AC Milan. Ziyech going that way. Try and see if you can negotiate a discount for Rafael Leao. You're going to have to break the bank. I'm sorry. You're going to have to break the bank. You're in the mud. No players right now wants to come to Chelsea Football Club. It's a shame. Our club is meant to be a proud club. We just won the Champions League a couple of seasons ago. Players should be dreaming to come to Chelsea Football Club, man. What's going on? Change this mentality. Why are these players not looking to come to us? That's mad. We are offering them more money. They're taking a pay cut to go to Barcelona. Do you understand what I'm saying? Dembele took a 40% pay reduction to stay at Barcelona. Rafinha is apparently on a lesser wage than he was in Leeds to go to Barcelona. Koundé is someone we had. Now he wants to go to Barcelona. What? Apparently we are paying more to Koundé. Break the bank and get your man Rafael Leao. Break the bank. I'm telling you right now. Break it. Whatever money you have, break it. Get Rafael Leao. Bully AC Milan if you have to. Tell them we're going to give you Ziyech. How much is Rafael Leao? 100 million? Boom. Let's pay 100 million. Let's get Rafael Leao. I'm sorry, you don't have power to negotiate anymore, Chelsea Football Club. It's a sad situation, but that's what it is. Get Rafael, at least then you have Sterling, Rafael, two players that are going to take the opposition on.
Yeah.
Then bring in maybe a Cristiano Ronaldo who's looking for a freaking club. He doesn't want to be at Man United. If I'm being honest, I think I would rather stay at Man United now. Because under Eric Ten Hag, they're actually doing all right. They're going to only improve. Maybe Man United don't want Ronaldo anymore. Maybe they're looking at the situation thinking, you know what, Cristiano, we don't want you anymore. Get Cristiano and get him to score. We don't have a brother who can score. At least if we are conceding 4, get someone who's going to score 4. Make it a 4-4 an interesting match for us. Right now, we're leaking goals. We can't even score goals. Chelsea Football Club, wake up and smell the coffee, because in less than 2 weeks' time, Everton Football Club is coming along away from home. And if you think that you're ready, some of our fan base can't wait to play Frank Lampard. They can't wait to lose to Frank Lampard. They love him so much. I love Frank Lampard, but not so much that I want to lose against them. Some of our fan base will tell you, I kid you not, will tell you honestly, I'm happy to lose to Everton. It's Frank. Every 3 points matters, man. Every 3 points matters. That's all I'm going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We'll talk about, there are a few other topics we didn't touch on. Obviously, Gallagher, his position, how he fits, where he fits is another interesting scenario. So we'll talk about all of that. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.